Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Doggone it, how you doing? It is your man D Real, live and alert on the north side of the dirt, coming at you with another one of them other ones. It must be Thursday since I am live, so put them together. Thursday, live. Yeah, that's what this is. I got a few issues I want to yammer and jabber about, whether they be comic book related, whether they be social media related, whether they be cinematic related, television related, whatever I feel like needs to be stated related. Bars. And we're gonna have or try to have a good time doing it. Depends on whoever gonna show up. But before we get too deep into the situation, I might bring it up again. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely bring it up again because it garners bring it up again. Comment, like, and subscribe to this page. We want to make sure that what's happening is happening so that we can be overcomers over here at the Rock With Me Nation. You can't keep a good egg down. You can't bury the truth. So Be Real with D Real needs to be seen. It needs to be heard. It needs to be given its proper the same privileges as far as access and not shadow banning content. Don't do that, y'all. It's not a good look, man. Grow up. Come on, man. For real. I get tired before you will. More bars. Well, I guess, yeah, it shouldn't come as a shock to you. Anansi is in that building. Salute. What up, Anansi? Paul Martin is in the building. What is up, Paul Martin? And Kamoyo's in the building. What's up? Y'all are, that's it. It's a party now. You know what I'm saying? It's a party now. I mean, probably Theo, Gray, a couple more of y'all pull up, Grand Madam. Hey, it's a party, baby. Ain't nothing going on but a party. Remember that? Back in the day with William Bootsy Collins stretching out in Bootsy's rubber band. The name is Bootsy, baby. And I'm reminded, okay, my wife and my kids, they always tell me, and I do it. I catch myself, like when I come into the room and something ain't right, or I need to address something, and I'll go, and it's very reminiscent of Bootsy Collins. You know what I mean? Dude, Paul Martin, you had to be there. You had to have heard it. You know what I'm saying? It had it ingrained in your brain. But yeah, it's not like I was trying to imitate Bootsy when I did it. It's just the after effect. Hey, you do sound like Bootsy when you do that. Shoot, what will my kids know? You know what I'm saying? The oldest was born in 99. She don't know nothing about Bootsy. Heck, the oldest one don't know nothing about Bootsy. She's born 89. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Bootsy was still relevant, but her generation wouldn't know nothing. Their generation wouldn't know anything about it. But anyway, that ain't what we're here to talk about. But if we're going to get into music, or we're going to have a conversation about music, but not really have a conversation about music. The symmetry. Just soak it in. You know what I'm saying? Is that how it's going down again? Is that how it's going down again, family? LA versus Canada. Oh, damn. I see some alliteration. I got to take time out to read it. It's almost like the Riddler. He can't help it. You know what I'm saying? He got to leave clues and whatnot because he want his riddle solved. I love alliteration. Wizardry in the way you wonderfully work your words with wit and wisdom. Wow, what a wonderkind of worldliness. Yes. Hell yes. I like that. But back to the situation at hand. Drake can't catch a break. He just cannot catch a break. My guy is just getting slapped from one end of the planet to the other. I mean, I'm almost at a place where I'm like, come on, y'all. This is just too much. You know what I'm saying? Let that man live. I believe he understands the ramifications of his actions, and he just want to get back to being. He just want things the way they was. Why y'all got to be in this man's grits? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because he ain't like us. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Anyways, though, what you say? Drake is a victim of self-inflicted dumb shit wounds. Cause that's what you be doing. That's what you be doing. It could have been prevented. It very well could have been prevented. But I mean, and the deck is stacked against they asses. Ohtani, he can pitch. He can hit. He can do all that ish. Man, and doing it by himself. Yeah, fanny mugs. Fanny mugs. Oh, I'm going to take y'all out. 1, 2, 3 out. Then when we up, I'm going to bat. Bam. 3 home runs. They ain't got no answer for it. They ain't got no answer for it. You know what I mean? He like the Dion of baseball. I plays both sides of the ball. And I plays them well. Well, but I don't know. Is we gonna turn it into that? Is it gonna turn back into that? If what we believe to be true is true. Excuse me a second. I gotta do me a quick. Hey, these doggone Samsungs. I don't know. I got a Samsung and everything else. It was inevitable that I got a Samsung phone. So say what you will. Anyways, it's Thursday, and this is how we doing it. Okay. The first 2 games is in Toronto. That tomorrow. 24th. That tomorrow. Boy, but when they get to LA, it's gonna be bananas. Y'all better take them 2 games in Toronto if you know what's good for you. I ain't even that much of a baseball fan, and I know that's finna be a whole entire problem for the Blue Jays. Say it ain't. Everybody know how it's going. Everybody know. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if the Dodgers don't win the World Series. Wouldn't y'all? Oh my goodness. A big giant Japanese man. You know what I'm saying? Ohtani ain't no little fella. What up, Theo? I just talking about the they not like us World Series. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I mean, it might just because it just off virtue of this image, somebody is waiting to stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? John Schneider said he wants the hat and jacket back from Otani. Whatever. Yes, y'all. Y'all say hello to Theo B. Theo B, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Also, Friday Vibing with D-Real and Theo B. So y'all make sure y'all pull up for that tomorrow evening. Bring what you drink, bring what you smoke. Like I said yesterday, that could be a cigar and some chocolate milk. If that's what you need to vibe, you get that to vibe. So there, I have I have spoken my piece, and it should be quite succinct. Thank you very much. I ain't got too much more to say other than go LA. Did I do it again? Doggone it. I can't just stop. I can't just stop. I can't just stop. For some reason, it's a habit I got to rhyme all the time. That was accidental. You should see me when I'm trying. Okay. Anyways, one day there's somebody gonna test the old dude. And the old dude gonna drop some bars real hard one day, and then everybody gonna be like, okay, I won't do that no more. Because I don't believe in giving people credit. What are you talking about? Come on. He said Friday vibing with D-Real and Theo. I'ma crash out for a little bit B. Yeah. 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 I am glad that you are a good sport, Theo B. You understood the assignment, sir. You understood the assignment. Tonight, I want to hear some topics and unbox some action figures. If that's all right with y'all, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, well, we're gonna have to get you Zen, brother Theo. We're gonna have to get you Zen. You know what I'm saying? Right now you at Jin, but we need you at Zen. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you about that one day. Anyways, speaking of things, will you stop? He said, "Hey, Theo B crash out is ratings gold. I wish he was on the ASC wrestling commentary team." Yeah, he's well on his way. He's very well on his way. It's just like when you put that in the middle, I'ma crash out for a little bit. But you know, you were born under the sign of anger and crashing out. April 21st, you're on the cusp of two of them. So we expect no less from you, okay? My sister is an Aries and my mama is a Taurus. And it don't take nothing to get them started. They go from 1 to 20 in seconds flat. So I am not shocked. Not one teeny tiny little bit. But what I am shocked about, and that we need to discuss, and I promise y'all, I ain't gonna be discussing it long. Lord, have mercy, Jesus. You would think somebody as precise or as precise as they profess to be as Death Battle, with all they megajoules and gigatons and petatons and all of that mess, that you will be able to thoroughly research a character, both characters. But I noticed the only black character y'all let slide, and I don't even think it was a slide thing. It was because you didn't have no damn choice, because that Black Panther Batman jump, you already knew. Ain't nobody over in DC got no answer for anti-metal claws. And that's why Batman got his ass murdered, murked, whipped, beaten. You know what I'm saying? No, everything you got, melting it. Everything you throw at me, bouncing off. You know what I'm saying? So I have already seen the Thomas Wayne Batman versus Killmonger. That's why I said Black Panther, and that was superpower beatdown, is what that is. That's what you talking about. That's superpower beatdown. Superpower beatdown. They don't have too many black characters on there, so yeah, of course you're not gonna get it right. You know what I'm saying? But like I was telling Kamoyo and them the other day, and I showed them this video where this guy was talking about it, and he was crashing out. Blood was going off. Okay, and we don't even have to go into the immortality or the turning into a swarm of bats or turning into mist or even the breathing gun. We don't got to deal with none of that stuff. No blaze, strength, speed, durability, none of that shit. Okay? Plain and simple. Currently, in the Marvel Universe, Blade is using Atlantean blades. Real quick, class. What are anti-blades able to absorb and proof against? Yes, magic. What is all that shit Buffy doing? Magic. Buffy fight like that? I ain't seen Buffy beat a room full of vampires down like I done seen Blade beat a room of vampires down. You know what I'm saying? He looked nicer doing it. Okay. I am so glad that you asked that question, Paul Martin. Well, for the benefit of you who have not watched the death battle, the premise of the battle is this, which I guess makes sense. That like the club scene in the first Blade movie is what happens. Buffy comes into the club and the vampires are sniffing her and like, ooh, she smells good. But there's somebody who's been kidnapped and brought into the club. So Blade's in there. Immediately, everybody recognized Blade and they like, oh, snap. And Blade goes into doing what Blade does. But at the same time, there's this ritual going on where they about to do something or turn old girl into something, or, you know, they sacrificing her or making her into a demon or something. Bottom line, Blade breaks up the ritual a little too late. Buffy's still in the corner beating down other vampires, but she can see Blade from a distance. Blade sees that the woman done turned into a demon, pulls out, you know what I'm saying, do what Blade do. Blade ain't got no problem. I off supernatural beings. 'Tis what I do. And Blade didn't hesitate. I know I was here to save you, but you turned into a monster, so tough titty, and unalived her. Buffy saw it, was like, ah! And that's how the fight went down. So, once again, how do you get two people who are chaotically good to fight against each other? It ain't what it looked like. You're making a mistake. Hey, wait up. It's not like that. Works pretty much all the time in every comic book universe. The mistaken identity, or I don't know who you are, what the FUQ are you doing in my city? That kind of a thing. Or I'm foiling a robbery and the bad guy be like, thank you, my friend. You were very helpful. Oh, so you with him. There's a million ways that people who are supposed to be super, you done read enough comic books, Paul Martin. You have seen the old case of mistaken identity and everybody just starts swinging on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Actually, if we being perfectly honest, the Avengers and the Squadron Supreme should be allies. But because in another universe, the Avengers faced a team called the Squadron Sinister, they automatically assume, oh, y'all just like them. And they had fights. They've been allies, but they've had fights. So the mistaken identity, fighting to the death, that's the risk you run getting into a fight with somebody like Blade or somebody like Buffy who's mistaking you for a vampire and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and then on top of that, they didn't mention anything about Blade's bite and how Blade can absorb powers of individuals through biting them, which he doesn't like to do. Ain't no effing way. And I'm saying it. And if there's people, your 128 novels don't mean jack. And when you're talking about ripping through reality with that axe and all of that, a ritual has to be performed first before you can do that with the axe, the bardiche, whatever the hell you want to call it. So later for that. And then on top of that, if you shoot someone with the breathing gun, the bullets are demons. That's why they follow you when you try to get out of the path of the bullets of the breathing gun. So how about this? I shoot one at you. Pow, is chasing you. You dodging, you ducking. And then I pow, shoot two more. And you got three more coming at you. Dexterity and agility, nothing short of Spider-Man will be able to save you. And when they hit their mark, they disintegrate and explode. You ain't walking away from that. You ain't regenerating from that. You're not limping off from that. Buffy survived a bigger explosion than Blade. It just means Buffy was in a bigger explosion than Blade. It doesn't mean Blade couldn't or wouldn't survive the same explosion as Buffy did. See how that works? See, it's theoretical. What you need to do, instead of measuring it by explosion, why don't you measure it by straight up endurance? What's the best endurance feat sans an explosion that Buffy has shown? I know Blade done showed hella endurance feats. So put me up. You might need to have a Blade and Buffy too, or take a cue from Superpower Beatdown and have an alternate ending. At least that way you won't have as many people coming for your dome. You won't lose as many subscribers because Y'all done had a couple here last couple times. Folks was like, I don't know. Hang on a second. We we can do it like this, bro. You want me to get into it? We gonna get into it. We can get into it. You feel me? Why play around? Okay, boom. Now we looking at it, checking it out, looking at it, checking it out, looking at that, checking it out, looking at it, checking it out. I ain't subscribed to it. We don't want to hear that. Hulk versus Godzilla. Omni-Man versus Bardock. Phoenix versus Raven. Ghost Rider versus Spawn. Which I saw that. That wasn't, because I got cats that watch those, you know what I'm saying? They watch those death battles on the regular. And like I said, Theo will tell you, if you one of them people that people know you knowledgeable about comics and sci-fi and stuff like that, they always coming to you and like, hey D, what would happen if has that happened? Well, yeah, it was a death battle. Immediately I gave him the Omar Epps face. Come on, bruh. Death battle is not canon. It's fun. What do I tell y'all about power scaling? It's fun to do every now and again. You know what I'm saying? But don't like this is what it is after blah, 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 and don't tell me nothing else. Because Death Battle said it. So all I got to do for my opinion and my ideas to be law is get a couple million subs? Bet. If that's all it needs to be. Buffy was powered by the rarest of metals. Bullshitting them. I like that. I like that. You are on fire today, Kamoyo. Thank you. Jay is in the building. What's up, Jay? You listening while you drive. What's happening, Jay? What's happening, Jay? What's happening? See, you heard that. Anyway. Theo, you say I need to do a dedicated response video complete with pics. It's been done. You watched that video. I mean, there ain't too much more I can add. That's why I showed y'all that video, because there ain't too much more that I can add to what bruh said. Did you watch the whole video? I mean, he totally roasted and debunked Death Battle shit. So it's like, all I would be able to do is I'll make a video and be like, see dude's video, because he already roasted y'all. I agree with his roasting. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, please hit those likes. Damn. Yes, hit those likes if you like what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Next day we'll have Xena beating Diana. Gosh, I hope not. Are there like 7,500 Xena novels sitting somewhere on a shelf somewhere that we don't know about? And like that shit's canon too. If they so great, how come we don't know about them? You know what I'm saying? There are Buffy novels. Did you know there are 120? No, I didn't know it was 128 Buffy novels, and Buffy was doing all this other outlandish stuff in. She ain't washing blade on no day of the week. She ain't washing amped up Celine from Underworld on no day of the week. She ain't washing Castlevania Dracula no day of the week. At least I don't feel shit. Let's run that fade. You know what I'm saying? Buffy versus Castlevania Dracula. Let's run that. Let's run that fade. So let's see. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, all I got to say about these kinds of things is they are what they are if you choose to give power to them. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to be like, all right, I'm going to rock with what Death Battle's saying. But if you let it slide off one, you know what I'm saying? Like, FUQ Death Battle. It's good. It's good to watch for fun. I ain't saying don't watch it. It's good to watch for fun. Oh, but as soon as they say something about a character you don't agree with, I don't agree with Broly beating the Hulk. I don't agree with that. But I ain't out here doing FU videos and that battle. I ain't out here doing all of that. I don't agree. It's a bunch of their death battles I don't agree with. But this one right here is just grossly under-researched and poorly presented, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Folks can rock with it how they want to rock with it, because if we talk about encapsulating, encompassing everything that is Buffy, everything that is Blade, Midnight Suns, and what about that run where he got that satanic sword? The Brian Hill jump? Stop playing with me. If you gonna do your research, see, let me stop. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. Boy, you got a different name. We ride a Maverick today. I, but we are living single. All right, how you doing this evening, cousin? What's budding, cousin? Anyways, though, onward and upward, we move on to Predator Badlands, which will be premiering here in 2 weeks. Okay, let me be the first to say, if you did not watch my review on Predator Badlands, and the fact that it's gonna be PG-13, I'm telling you now, it's gonna be PG-13. However, the movie is also not featuring any human beings. So we can watch Yautja get slashed up. We can watch artificial people get slashed up. And we can watch whatever other alien creatures are in this movie get slashed up, because they are not bleeding red blood. How many times have you seen somebody decapitated or relieved of a limb in the Star Wars series? You literally watch Qui-Gon Jinn get impaled on a lightsaber. But because that wound automatically cauterizes and does not bleed, they were able to do that. Same thing, kiddies. So for all you mugs out here talking, maybe it ain't rated R, man. Are you a fan of Predator? Then shut the hell up and watch the movie. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all making molehills into mountains. And you know, and I'm going to get into it. Let me write it down so I don't forget, because I smoke sometimes. I had to write it down because I got to remember it, because we're going to talk about it later. Maybe not ad nauseum, but we're going to talk about it a little later. I want to get past all of the other stuff before I go ahead and hit y'all with, because I'm excited. I'm excited about the action figures, y'all. I got me some new action figures. I got me some old action figures. And I do believe I got a blue action figure, but I'm not getting married. Yeah. So if you are a fan of Predator, Dan Trachtenberg, who is the director of this and the previous two Predator movies, Killer of Killers and Prey, has done a super respectable job with the franchise. If you need rated R Predator from Dan Trachtenberg, watch Prey. I'm sure if you need to see red blood, boom, bam, blap, blap, boobity boo. And Killer of Killers, you got it animated, bro. So stop your bitching. You know what I mean? You got it. It's there. Ain't nobody denying it. You get to see it. Oh, but I want to see. Welcome to my world, buddy. I wanted to see T'Challa in another movie, but hey, well, what do I know? You understand? It is what it is till it ain't, right? So November 7th is Predator Badlands. If we're lucky, we might be able to catch that John Thursday on the 6th. But I definitely want to see it. I have been a Predator Yautja loving mother sucker since 1987. You know what I'm saying? It hit different. You know what I'm saying? Because it was supposed to be a horror movie. You know what I mean? Because the girl I was dating at the time, I was like, hey, let's go to a movie. What you want to see? Let's go see Predator. It's a scary movie. Okay. I know. I seen a couple commercials. Had no idea what Predator. They're being hunted in the jungle. Oh, is this going to be kind of a Friday the 13th Halloween sort of thing from outer space? Okay, let's check it out. What I got? Oh, this alien hunts them. Oh, they're like antelope to this thing. Okay, all righty. I like the concept. You know what I'm saying? And then Predator 2, while it was a box office flop, the concept in and of itself, perfect. Where is a great freaking place for Yautja to hunt humans in mass? Oh, LA, they shooting each other every day. Mexicans shooting Mexicans. Mexicans shooting black people. Black people shooting Mexicans. That's a playground for a Yautja. You know what I mean? If you're a teenager and you need to get your mark, drop down in Compton somewhere. Drop down in East LA somewhere. You'll get it. And then they went on and it was like maybe an Alien Predator. It was 2 Alien Predator movies. You know what I mean? Sanaa Lathan. But, you know, for what it could have been versus what it was. You know, and then we had like a run of like 2-3 Predator movies. They had that one Predator movie where they were on the planet. It was like a hunting preserve. And they had all the killers and serial killers and Yakuza and all on one planet. And it was like, yeah, I'm hunting them. So I liked that one. But then there were a couple more where it was like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? They trying to tie it in with Alien too much and didn't just focus on what made the Predator franchise great. And it was that that one-on-one, I'm stalking you, you're stalking me, I'm using my resourcefulness to outsmart you, I'm getting my licks in, you getting your licks in, it almost looked like you got me, but you don't got me. I mean, it's a formula, but it's a formula of Predator movies, just like you got a formula in Star Wars movies, just like you got a formula in Disney princess movies. You know what I'm saying? You know what's coming, but you just want to see how. Predator Badlands, November 7th. Get your ass in there and hurry up. Moyo say he can't wait for the movie. Juju, what's up, baby boy? Devil Dog in the hitty. What's going on? What's going on? Say you checking out Badlands day one. I feel you, bruh. I feel you. I might drag the lady out. You know what I'm saying? We might get out there and check. Well, we gon' check it out. You know what I'm saying? Because we done seen. That's what I love about my lady. She don't watch romance and Bridgerton ass stuff like that. Same stuff I like. You know what I'm saying? Superheroes. Yeah, hey, for sword and sorcery fantasy. Yeah. What else? You know what I'm saying? What we watching? You know what I mean? So I ain't want to watch this. Yeah, let's watch that. I ain't seen that in a long time. So I am blessed in that way to have such a woman that digs guy flicks. It is rare, very rare, unless you go and get you like a nerd cosplaying girl, which ain't really such a bad thing in retrospect. She does that too. But yeah. Anyway, Predator. Predator versus Tarzan is a great comic. Okay. Say less, Jay. We might be reviewing it real soon. Who does Predator versus Tarzan? I mean, what not what company, but the artist. What artist, what writer? You know what? Don't even worry about it, Jay. Don't even worry about it, Jay. I got me a smarty phone. I shall get the knowledge that I need right now. Doody do. I could just say it, but I like doing this because I'm old school. Oh, 96. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. Dark Horse Comics. Walter Simonson. And artist Lee Weeks. Own it. I like Lee Weeks' art. Lee Weeks got that Sunday comic strip style art. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I FUX with Lee Weeks. For sure. Yeah, good looking out, Jay. We gonna for sure mess with that. And speaking of being messed with, nice segue. I did a video about The Perfect Neighbor on Netflix. If you have not watched The Perfect Neighbor on Netflix, get your ass into the TV or wherever you watch television at and watch this documentary. Brother, you gonna be like, man, Karen is Karening as only a Karen can. This woman, Susan Lawrence is her name. She is a 58-year-old Caucasian woman who lives smack dab in an Ocala, Florida neighborhood full of African-American people. Ninjas, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even like they doing anything directly to her. She lives right across the way from a vacant lot where the children play football and make noise really loudly. And so every time they go over there and play football, she calls the police on them. Every time. 4, 5 times in 22. Couple times in 23. To the point where the police officers know who this woman is and what the FUX she's calling about. And every single time, it's like the stories got progressively disingenuous. You know what I mean? Oh, these kids were throwing stuff, and oh, so I threw it back. Oh, yeah. And she calling them names like slaves, dropping in bombs. Bruh, she one of them people I would have told my big sister about, and she'd have pulled her hair back, took her earrings off, and got it over with. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, that's what ended up happening. The kids was playing football in her lot, or not her lot, but the lot next to her. One of the kids left his tablet over there. She came out, got the tablet. He wanted the tablet back. She wouldn't give it to him. She threw a skate at him and ran him off with an umbrella. People know this happened because folks seen her do it. People in the neighborhood saw her. You see what I'm saying? So later on, when you're in court trying to deny it, we already know it's a fact. If I went and talked to 2 different people, 3 different people from 3 different households with 3 different mindsets, and they all say the same thing about your ass, must be true. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, 38-year-old Ajike Owens is a mother of 4, one of them being at the time an infant, which she spent most of her time taking care of. So there was no situation where she went over and confronted this woman about the things that were going on with her children, which in retrospect, I say to myself, rest in power, Ms. Owens, but you should have got fed up a lot sooner. If it went on for months, I got a neighbor, I get into it with it because I got somebody come and plow my property and they kick a little snow up and I'm like, it's snow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're freezing my lines. I'm trying to keep my okay. Because see, now it's to a point now where I ain't talking to him. And if you say something sideways to me, praise the Lord and pass the peace. So, anyways, this perfect neighbor situation came to a head when Ajike Owens wanted her child's tablet back and went to the door, was like, B, come to the door. Susan Lawrence fired one shot through her door without opening it to see who it was, and they died from the gunshot wound. Okay? She didn't deserve to have that happen to her. She did not. She's a mother of 4. Okay? But in the hood, you knocking on somebody's door and you want funk. You ain't standing directly in front of the door. At least you shouldn't. Not to say that's her fault, but for future reference, y'all, if y'all taking inspiration from a young, beautiful woman like Ajike Owens, make sure if you going to try to run that fade, don't stand in front of the door. All I'm saying. Also, too, the number of times she called. I mean, at some point, and I know, like when I operated my assisted living home in Fairview, the cops, because I had like a client, you know what I'm saying? I had a client like that, and she would run off. You know what I'm saying? It either like she'll look right at me and be like, I'm leaving, and walk off. Come back here. Wouldn't come back. Or leave in the middle of the night. I wake up, she ain't in her bed. How long she been gone? I don't know. I just, you know what I'm saying? So it's a real, you know what I'm saying? So by law, ain't nothing I can do. But after a while, if I keep calling the police, the municipality's going to charge me. So what happened with Super Karen? You know what I'm saying? How come the municipality of Ocala or whatever county didn't start charging her for all of these excessive ass calls to the police department or the sheriff's department? You know what I mean? A lot of questions I had. I'm like, huh? What? For real? What you talking about, Willis? You know, just the fact that she's using racial epithets and you are deep in the heart of Negroid territory. You got great, what my man saying on Walking Dead, you got great big beach ball size nuts, lady. You know what I'm saying? Great big, but that's that privilege. That's that privilege. I can and you can't, because if you do, I'm going to call the sheriff. Okay. She tried to use the stand your ground law. There are some Floridians in the comments. Protect. Correct me if I'm wrong. In order to claim the stand your ground law, you must first assess that your life is in immediate danger. How can you assess whether or not your life is in immediate danger if you don't even open the immer effing door? She called the police yet again. And we know the police ain't coming quick because, that's that B that called 87 times all the time. We get out there when we get out there. Maybe if she wasn't calling so much and it would, you know what I'm saying, would call when it was a real damn emergency, maybe a G.K. Owens would still be alive right now. But anyway, Susan Lawrence was convicted of first-degree manslaughter and is doing 25 years. Now, I don't want to go here, but I'm going to. If Susan Lawrence was Shaniqua Jackson and she did what she did, would it be 25 years or 75 years? Even that is a light sentence. You know what I'm saying? She's 58 now. She'll be 83 when she get out. Yeah, 83. Okay. Shoot, they put Bill Cosby in jail when he was in his 80s. You know what I'm saying? So why she can't be in there 10, 15 more years? You know what I mean? But I think somebody said it in the comments. She got the complexion for the connection. Or the protection of complexion is what they said. But, you know, the connection, protection, you know what I'm saying? All that, this side, not that side. You know what I'm talking about. Let me see what he's talking about in these comments. Maxine said if they had arrested that B ages ago, the mom. Exactly what I said. Okay. She said the cops indulged that white woman way too much. Yeah, could have started finding her. She'd sure stop calling a lot less. That would have been for sure. Because like I think here you call excessively, and after about 6-7 of them in a certain period of time, I think they start charging you $500 a call. So you got $500 to blow on phone calls. Go for it. Yep, there it is. The protection of complexion. Yep. You shoot through the door, you going to jail here. Same thing with Alaska, my guy. You can't even shoot nobody in the back in Alaska. If somebody break in your house, you better be standing dead in front of their ass when you shoot them. Because if they turn around and run, you got to let them run. If you shoot them in the back, manslaughter. Or it might be murder, depending, you know what I'm saying? They can't defend themselves. You premeditate. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how a judge is going to see it. You know? What you say, Maxine? You were genuinely shocked when she got convicted. This is Florida. You know what I liked? I liked that entire documentary, or at least the vast majority of that documentary, was told through body camera sights and sounds. So everything you were seeing it when it happened in real time. I mean, not in real time, but you seen how it happened. You know what I mean? And shouts out to I forget, Gita, what's her name, that did the documentary and won all these awards at the Sundance Film Festival. Shouts out to her for capturing all of that and piecing that and putting that together, man, and making that happen. That was a ride. You know what I'm saying? As I watched it, I was like, damn, for real? I know it's Karen's, but like I said, she was super Karen. You know what I mean? It's the privilege that is inbred. You know what I mean? The privilege that is inbred. Yeah, I'll wake up knowing this is the right I have. Word life? That's what it is? All right. That's how you feel about it. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might not go the way you think it's gonna go. And like I said, 2025 is definitely the year of, and you're standing on the junction, the avenue of all day. I saw a video this morning, man. It just incensed me so much. It was a young, it was an OG like my age. He was a little OG though, small fella. And it was a gang of Caucasian men. They was, how they are when they got that liquor in them and they feel it. Come on, fucking, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. And he was trying to talk to him, right? And it was like 3 or 4 of them, and they had rolled up around, and one was getting over to the side. Bruh, I don't know about you, but my periphery will be like spider sense when it's, too many of them and they rolling up and just tag one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they look like they rolling again. They was moving, skulking to get into position. You know what I'm saying? And one of them kind of like bowled him in his face and he kind of stumbled back. And he had his eye on this dude, and the other dude that had been skulking back hit him, and he fell down on the curb, and he hit his head up against a car, and his head was like hanging off the curb, and the dude walked over, man. Dude was already out when his head hit the car, and he was already unconscious. You could tell because his feet straightened out and everything. And dude came over like a sucker and kicked dude in his head 2 times. Fortunately, when they went down the street, they ran into some bigger brothers, and my man ran the fade on old boy. Bap, dropped him. The old dude, the sucker punched him. Bap, dropped him in the street. That's what you get This is the year of, and so feel free, Chads and Karens, to keep doing and saying the dumb shit that you're doing. When what my man saying in that one video, you kept speaking, now you're leaking. So y'all, this ain't 1957. We ain't you do something to me, I'm not finna go sing no spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, keep on. Keep on. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing against nobody. I ain't got no problems, no way, no how, no never mind. But keep on. You know what I'm saying? Just it incenses me that and Cheeto Man is the one that got him emboldened. You know what I'm saying? This is your country. You can talk to people any way you feel like talking to them. Look how I talk to people. I get away with that shit. You can do it too. Nah, you ain't the president. Fade come with yours. Side of ass whooping come with yours. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Y'all, man, we are not our parents. I'm not the silent generation. Hell, I'm not even a boomer. I ain't got nothing against boomers, but I ain't a boomer. I was born after 65. You know what I'm saying? So we from that generation that's like, FUQ that. You know what I'm saying? I respect the respectable. That's how I live. That's how I breathe. That's how I move. You give me respect, I respect you. You don't respect me, don't even dream of getting respect from me if you ain't respecting me. That's why a lot of times I ain't up in here on doing shit like Twitter and fighting with mugs on social media and trying to, and they talking all this crazy shit. Hey, Fade, come with it, dog. Where you want to meet up? Fade, come with it. I'm tired of talking to you. All right, can I reverse VPN this? Yeah, you bet I can. Fade, come with it, dog. Stop. Must talk about it's only a fictional character, but your ass is still arguing with me about this fictional character. You shut the fuck up and I'll shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? But yeah, here I am. See, y'all thought Theo was a crash out. Anyway. Facts, dog. Facts. If a gang of Caucasian men roll up on me trying to sucker punch me and do so, yeah, me too. Me too. Like I've been saying all week. Fade come with that. You want the fade? Come on with that bullshit. So I'm just saying, y'all, I'm not supposed to defend myself. I'm not supposed to tell you the way you're talking to me is disrespectful. And you taking advice from a mug who been disrespectful all his adult life and ain't had to answer for it? You ain't privileged like that, average Chad, average Karen. You don't have White House security. You don't have Secret Service. You don't have Capitol Police. You don't have a National Guard. But you talking like you do. Fade come with that. All I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That video, this one dude, you pulling out a gun and you waving a gun in somebody's face, dropping all kind of N-bombs, but you holding it this close to where I can go and take it from you and pistol whip you with it. Y'all are doing too much. Maxine says she must have lived in a great neighborhood because she would have had her tires slashed and her windows busted every week. Bruh. she would have had Zagnut candy bars in her gas tank. Oh, boy. The girls lived in my neighborhood in East Hill Village. Bruh, you vengeful, vengeful, vengeful. Very, very. Yeah, don't get caught cheating. Bruh, already, Kamoyo. On site, we can run it. You know what I'm saying? One thing you will learn, win, lose, or draw, I will not be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? You might win, but you're gonna be walking around with a lip like your lip gonna be like that. You know what I mean? What happened to a lip? Derail. He did something to a lip. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that Negro lip. I don't know what Derail did to a lip. He gonna have to stay out in the streets for a couple of weeks till his lip get right. Bruh, like that. You ain't finna tell nobody about how you, oh yeah, I had to bust D-Real up. If you gonna be telling people about how you bust D-Real up with your big up. Look like he got you too, dog. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Maxine. Even if I don't win, they gonna know you was in a fight. You know, this is how easy the momentum of a fight can change. I was in a fight with a dude in the projects. He was bigger than me, right? We was on the basketball court. I don't know what happened. Something happened on the basketball court, and he was trying to bully me, and he threw the basketball at me and hit me in my leg. You know how it is. If you throw a basketball at somebody and you hit him in the legs, you know what I'm saying? That's like I'm straight punking your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I can't have that. You know what I'm saying? But then this partner of mine named Dwayne, he's like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Remember you told your mama you wasn't going to fight. Woo, 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 this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And you know if you fight, man, your mama going to whoop your ass. So it's like, yeah, I better go ahead. And I walked, didn't run. I walked home. And I guess somebody, they was jeffing him up in the back, and he came, follow me down to our apartment. I'm like, oh, you following me? You on my territory now. So now I feel like I got to go ahead and run that fade. And so my mom comes out and my brother comes out, and they both like standing upstairs, like it's a flight of stairs that go all the way up to our apartment. And they were standing at the top of the stairs, and I came and I was at the bottom of the stairs. And my mama was like, if you get your ass kicked, you got another ass whooping coming when you come in the house. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? In your head, like, oh shit, I gotta beat this nigga. I gotta beat this Negro down now. You know what I'm saying? And so my brother was like, go ahead and fight him, DJ. You know what I'm saying? And, we squared up, right? And dude was stronger than me, right? And he like took me, bam, and threw me up against the wall. And he was trying to, how you are struggling and you trying to get like purchase to see who can start hitting who in the head. You know what I'm saying? And there was a whole bunch of that going on and struggling. And finally, I just took him, grabbed him in a headlock, and bit him right here on top of his head. And dude starts screaming, get him off me. See, you lost your composure. I got you. And that was that. So, long story short, I might win, I might not win, but either way, I'm not going to run. I'm not going to cower. I'm not going to be like, okay, Kyle, I'm sorry. The time for talking is over. Okay? I am not the one that's going to address your trauma. You the one dealing with some trauma, and you don't replace that trauma with propaganda. You got that orange gas bag making you think you can walk down the street and sock on anybody. I'm 58, but I dare you. I double dare you. You know what I'm saying? Come down my block. And with that, let me stop. Let me stop. That's probably why they banning me, huh? Come on, y'all. You're quite hostile. Man, I got a right to be hostile. My people's being persecuted. Profits are raised. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot. That's Public Enemy for those that don't know. Anyways, had one threaten me one day because I wouldn't stay late to help. So, and I told him because of the fact that he was bigger than me, I wouldn't have to hold back because he should be able to take it. Period. Bruh. Y'all don't, when you agree to the fade, you don't get to dictate how the fade comes. You don't know what I'm going to do. You don't know if I'm going to jump on you like a tiger and try to scratch your damn eyeballs out. You don't know if if I'm Captain Gonad Kicker. You don't know if I deliver a quick throat chop. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. Okay, you don't know that I might possibly have been taught to snap bones. You don't know. So stop that bravado. Stop that stuff where y'all thinking, oh, this gonna be all right, let's go beat this Negro up so we can film it and show people on OAN. You know what I mean? Y'all ready to look at some action figures? Because I had a few. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, I got 5. I have 5 action figures for us to peruse. We're ready. It's action figure time. Now, this first one, I want to get it out of the way real quick because okay, guys, promise me no judgment. Okay? No judgment. Okay? This is an Erykah Badu moment, and I'm sensitive about my ish. So no judgment on this first one. I understand how we feel about superhero movies, or should I say TV movies from the 70s. What's up, Gray? Just in time for the action figures. Don't judge me. Don't you dare judge me. Okay? I'm not a tremendous Spider-Man fan, but for some strange reason, I have more than 3 Spider-Man figures. So, like Theo say, maybe I'm a Spider-Man fan and I don't know it. Oh, what fell? Help. Oh. His webs. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I went on ahead and got the 1977 TV show Spider-Man, complete with the goofy eyeballs, the dumbass belt, and web shooter on the outside of the outfit. Yes, good old Nicholas Hammond. You know what I'm saying? The least they could have did was gave me like a Nicholas Hammond head sculpt or something like that. And hey, maybe we can make a Nicholas Hammond head sculpt to go with it. Now, the reason I got it it's got a web line that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So I got a Spider-Man. It's not a wire web line either. It's just like a piece of string. I guess so. It's a piece of string. And that's the same thing that the webs are made. That's string, bro. It's just string. So I guess they was like, this Spider-Man 77 ain't no need to spend a bunch of money. Because ain't nobody buying it anyway. Ab Crunch. For a Spider-Man, that is a trash ab crunch. It's a Spider-Man who we got to put in them Todd McFarlane poses. See, I ain't getting no Todd McFarlane pose out of that. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make him, you know what I'm saying, do some Todd McFarlane type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the stretch, he ain't putting out the stretch. You know what I mean? Is that ain't McFarlane enough? You know what I'm saying? McFarlane had a feet all the way up, you know what I'm saying, by your head, and it be looking cool. So, and I think that's all because of the lack of ab crunch. You'd have to get up inside of here and knock some stuff loose so that could be a little, you know what I'm saying, little more poseable. Because that is what we do after all, is we pose to action figures. That is it, a Spider-Man head on his belt? Anyway, it's a judgment-free zone, so please, you know what I'm saying? I need the 1978 Doctor Strange outfit. That's what I need. I need that and the Captain America outfit. That's what we need to see is them outfits. A Lou Ferrigno Hulk. I feel like a Lou Ferrigno Hulk would be more of an insult. Now, given the level of Hulk we have now. That's all I'm saying. This next one, I'm gonna go ahead and put it together. She said, what? Put it together? Yeah. Well, not exactly put it together, but add accoutrement. Okay. Now, y'all remember, I think it was about a month ago, where I was talking about the Annihilation Wave. Yes. Yeah, I couldn't wait for the new one, y'all. I couldn't wait for the new one. So I got me an old one. And what my man said on Deep Cover, the shit ain't bad, Jerry. That shit ain't bad. This is the 2007 Annihilus Build-A-Figure from Marvel Legends. This is a damn nice figure, y'all. Look at it. What my man Patrick Star say? Look at it. Look at it. Annihilus, the giant roach man. I mean, let's just be honest. That's what he is. He's a roach with bat wings. And he's a thing with wings. And the wings are still very highly posable. This figure, very highly, he got more stretching his leg than the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man. So, can y'all say Annihilation Wave pictorial coming soon? Wait till y'all see the Annihilation Wave. I'm so excited. Okay. But yeah, we got an Annihilus now. We have added Annihilus to the repertoire. And That's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. You want to be like me, your black superhero. Got enough zeros to hire Bob Shapiro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of you because there ain't no trivia about my flight in West Bolivia. Okay. Coming up next. Let's get him out of there. My scissors are not near me, so I have to compensate. But it ain't hard to do because for the most part, pretty handy with a blade. Take from that what you will. How many fans I got? Let me put this away. Sharp object safety, kids. Always keep them sheathed unless you're cutting. Burr, 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 burr. I got the new old cable. Who remembers this from the Toy Biz days? Beep, 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 beep. Who are you, the wild man of Borneo? Yeah, cable. HG, body slide ×2. Yeah, y'all remember from the original X-Men, Cable came in all gangster and hard. We was like, oh man, they got Cable on the cartoon. Yes, they had Cable on the cartoon. And as we remember from the cartoon, Cable had a big ass gun. Cable had a big ass gun, didn't he? He did. We're gonna have to put Cable's gun hands on if we're gonna do a really cool Cable holding a gun pose. And I'm here for it. I'll give you a quick one. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Give him that gun. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. There you go. There you go. Only thing I don't like about it is the eyeball. Cable usually has like a kind of a glowy thing going on there with the eyeball from the legacy virus, but they don't have that on this one. So it's not that big of a pip. Obviously, it's not that big of a pip. I still got it. Anyway, two-fisted action, and then we move on. Okay. Guess what? Lucky for you guys, he's got two gun hands. So we can hook it up. We can make it happen. We can give you two-fisted Cable real quick, because what would it be if you didn't have two-fisted Cable, right? Two-fisted Cable coming at you like that. Blast from the past, man. Yep. That was back in the days, you know what I'm saying, where Cable had all the big ass guns and the big ass pouches. Pouches was something in the 90s. Speaking of the 90s, you know who predicted every current comic trend before he passed away? Yep. Jim Shooter. Oh, yeah. Every single about Marvel piecing out his characters, selling them out, about Marvel shortchanging the talent and not respecting them, and Marvel whoring themselves out to the first company that, Shooter predicted it all. And I would think somebody who's been in the comic industry since the age of 15 would know a little something about how scandalous they are and how they operate. And if you want to read that article, I think it's called like The Decline of the Comic Industry or something like that, and it's on Jim Shooter's webpage. Jimshooter.com, jimshooter.net, one of them. And he's got a lot of articles on his page worth reading. I don't know why I decided to mention that in the middle of action figuring, but I guess maybe because I thought about Cable and him being one of those independently, they take your characters from you and don't give you no love type thing, i.e. folks like Rob Liefeld, you know what I'm saying? They didn't show him no love for Gideon. They didn't show him no love for Deadpool. So he dipped, you know what I'm saying? And he became a superstar over an Image along with, Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee and all of them cats. So Jim Shooter, he saw that shit coming, man, and called it out. And I guess that's why people in the industry was like, we don't like Jim Shooter. He's an asshole. Nah, because little Jimmy was telling it like it was. You know what I mean? Didn't nobody like to hear, nobody ever likes to hear, that cold hard truth. They always want to be glazed and shined and shit like that. So there you go. What that's two, right? That's two. Okay, so does that mean we got 3 more? Yeah, I guess we 2 more. 3 more, 2 more, something. Anyway, we rolling along. Guess I got the pull. Yes, Theo, you missed 2 figures. But lucky you're just in time for the 3rd. And I try to leave as much of it intact as I can so it'll stay a certain way. Keep your box pristine. Just carve that out, open it up, and then it'll fit back in there. What'll fit back in there? Morph! We got Morph. Oh. You know why I got Morph. Now, let's be honest. Custom action figure people. What X-Men is this? Right. Any X-Men I want him to be. Case in point. Let me ask you again. What X-Men is this? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason I picked up Morph. Okay? Because, he going to be a... Ooh! The boot comes off, y'all. See, I ain't... Sookie down. I'm about to act a whole complete fool with this here. And it's got good articulation too, man. Look at that. I'm Marf. I didn't mean to do that. Did I do that? I hope I ain't offend nobody. I'm sorry if I did. Anyways, though, he comes with not one, but 2 different head sculpts. Right here. Cha-cha-cha-cha. We got a regular face Morph. And we got morphed. Morph. That sounds like a Muppet song. Morph. Like the Swedish Chef. Anyway, who's the newest member of the X-Men? William Peter Gyrick. Ooh. I see some more Avengers scenarios. I got a William Peter Gyrick head sculpt. Okie dokie. All righty, y'all. Moving right along. It's Thursday and it's Swerve Day, and we getting ours on action figure style. So I'm gonna put Morph up to be used later. We want to make them be the best we can make them be. Notice I said them. Whatever. Anywho, let's morph. Yeah, X-Men. Flexing with some X-Men. All righty, dighty. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did do 5. Oh, yeah, you missed 1, 2. Oh, this is what you missed, Theo. You missed the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man. Annihilus, complete with wings. OG Cable, complete with big ass gun and pouches. And of course, Morph, who, like I said, will be any X-Men I want him to be. Lastly, I saved the piece de resistance for last. She's fun. Now you talk about somebody got a big ass gun. Jessica got a big ass gun. Let's see this big ass gun Jessica got. Jessica got big ass hair too. At first, I didn't think she was gonna stand up. Her hair was so damn big. But yeah, I could pull her by her hair. Anyway. There is Jessica Priest, a.k.a. She's Fun. I'm about to hurt him. Oh, I'm about to hurt him. Y'all ain't gonna be ready. Now, here, this is what I will say to you. I am about to knock a pictorial out the park of such magnitude that if it is not acknowledged, it can't be nothing but Facebook suppressing views and subs. Nobody is ready for this. I don't even want to say nothing about it because I don't want to spoil it and have, you know what I'm saying, somebody come out of nowhere and be like, yep, check me out with the blah, 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 blah. I got this idea the other day all on my own. You a damn lie. I was sitting around thinking by myself. No, you wasn't. You was sitting around waiting to purge my shit. Anyways, Donald, I'm sorry that I sound salty. I just don't like mugs I don't like disingenuousness. You know what I'm saying? If you just had a truth to say what you feeling, you know what I mean? There is Jessica with a not so big gun. Just that ain't Jessica biggest gun. You know what I'm saying? That's Jessica. Yeah, that ain't even Jessica biggest gun. That's Jessica medium-sized gun. You know what I mean? Jessica has this gun. I like the detail on that gun for real though. That's some quality detail, y'all. Okay. Add your one gun. Do I need to? You know what? Let's do it like this, Jessica. Because Jessica is cold like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This the chick who actually took down Al Simmons. I mean, there was a little subterfuge, yes, for searching, but she still did it. Feel me? So You know what I'm saying? She ain't no sucker. Let's try this one. Man, this is a serious damn, Jess. mm. Now you talking about two-fisted. Jess coming two-fisted, baby. she spawned about to lay that hurt, baby. She about to lay that hazard. Okay. That 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 ain't even the biggest gun, y'all. What is another gun? Damn. Yeah. She got another gun. There it is. There it is. Whoo, Jessica, girl. What is your problem? What is your problem? You need a beer or a hug or something. This is you doing too much. It's officially too much, Jess. Officially too much. Matter of fact, I think I need that other because she's got another hand. There we go. You can support this big mug. Whew, boy. Like, what taking so long? It's a big ass gun. Another big ass gun. Oops. Hold the gun, Jess. There you go. That's a big ass gun. That's a big ass gun, y'all. That's a real big ass gun. And just when you thought guns was all she effed with, surprise, surprise, surprise. Now, y'all talking about Buffy and her bardiche. Jessica spits on that weapon. Y'all like, what? Quit playing, D. Let us see. Let us see. That's what she coming with. I think she might have a little something for Buffy. So yeah. And she's, you know what I'm saying? She like, see Jessica even like, hey, Faye come with that. Faye come with that. Who want it? Who want it? And she's pretty posable. And like, what? She got more shit. One more thing. A blade. Who wanted with she spawn? So, however you want to get down, whatever way you want to get down. Jessica say, Faye, come with it. When y'all get finished. Let me see the comment. Grace say, nice. Theo say, straight fire. Yes, she is a whole dog with it. Yes, thank you. He say, 50 cal firing Rothus rounds like gun sniper girl or Sergeant Thor with Mjolnir. I want an anti-material rifle. Yeah. She's equipped to put a hurting on anyone and everything. So you're going full gray over the figure? Shit. Well, you know what would really be cool? If someone had a she spawn and a bloodletter figure. Yes. Because I know it's we down to the real ones now. So yeah, I can let that out the bag a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Folks like, ooh, word? Yeah, word. Soon, my baby, soon. Yeah, I'm about to hurt him, y'all. I'm about to hurt him. Y'all gonna give me my place. I've been doing this too long and too well for you mugs to say maybe. Nah. Y'all gonna be like, he did that shit. Yeah. She definitely handling whoever come through there. She definitely handling them. But we might see some action from, her protege too. So. But yeah, those, my friends, are action figures this week. Nice little haul. Wouldn't you say? I thought so too. Now, we got halfway far. All right, here we go. This has been a pretty good show, all in all. Some of y'all buzzing in, some of y'all buzzing out. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate y'all showing up. Appreciate it, brothers. Appreciate it. Yeah, we well, like I said, man, we got to move towards the marks. We got to meet the marks. We got to exceed those marks. So, you know what I mean? Just like you say, I'm keeping you on your toes too, baby boy. I'm keeping everybody on their toes. So, y'all ain't never got to worry about what's coming next for me, because as soon as you ask, I'll be like, bam, this. Also, too, we getting closer to a thou wow. So when we get closer to a thou wow, we're gonna have to fulfill wifey's dream of moving a lot of inventory out of here. And I am sure I will be approved for mass postage so long as it clears out space. So y'all make sure, man, when I hit that, while y'all pull up, if you an action figure digger, if you like nice stuff, make sure you pull up. I guarantee you'll get some. What you say now? You say, Gray got Anuket on the way, so we gotta hit up Artman. Artman gotta get me my pauldron and my bass head sculpt. He I know, I get it. You paint it, you take detail to paint that shield. I understand. But my Black Panther is already ready. All he's lacking is the pauldron. Bass, that ain't gonna take nothing. I have several different body types. You know what I'm saying? Give me something, dip it in some all black dye. We ready to go. So it's go time over here, man. I want to say a lot of the stuff, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with some custom stuff. You know what I'm saying? I might hit y'all with some custom stuff all at once. I mean, I know I got that Battle Beast, that Space Ghost. You know what I'm saying? A couple others on deck. So Halloween gonna be something, y'all. Matter of fact, think I might just do an all day thing. Let me see. This what I got ready. I'm gonna write them down real quick, and so I know exactly what I'm gonna be presenting, and to whet your appetite. We got. I'm gonna just write them down, and then I'll read them off to you, so we can. And then that'll probably be. Good luck with that, Gray. You gonna have to either beg like a mug, or you gonna have to offer more than what he usually does them for, because he said it's very to paint, because he does that by hand. The pattern at the top of the panther part with all he does that by hand, and he said that shit is tedious. He don't like to do it. So that I have up and ready on deck for your viewing pleasures. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. On October 30th and Halloween, expect the Winter Guard / Soviet Super Soldiers, Panther Patrol, Space Ghost, Man Ape, and the long-awaited Delroy Garrett 3D Man. Yes, he's finished. He's finally finished. I don't want to bust out nothing unless it's 100% ready, because I don't like to come out half-assed. That's why, like, I showed y'all like the Cold Tiger before. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like Kamoyo and Theo got like a little preview of the whole thing, but I've been, tweaking and freaking, the Panther Patrol after Kamoyo told me that Star Panther's cape was the ugliest thing he ever seen. So I had to go back to the lab with it. Plus, I was still contemplating, do I want to go ahead and get a 6160 T'Challa head sculpt? But
I didn't understand that.
Because I wasn't talking to you. We might need to change your name. Anyway, but yeah, but when you do get it and you see it, you know why. You know what I'm saying? Just like even with the Nubia, and everybody was like, yeah, the Nubia is dope and Ryan and I still was kind of like on the face like, not 100. It had like I wanted it. You know what I mean? But I mean, if it's like that, I could always, right? But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, it was well received. So folks was like, I ain't gonna really, say trip too much. But yeah, lot of projects that I'm actively working on right now. I'm actively working on Wind the Eagle, Somber, and King Cadaver. So, because I got the lab, I got the formula from Mr. Ray Smith. So I'll be getting them out. Oh, and a Soul Strangler. Soul Strangler is a project, but bruh, when you do see it and it's finally finished, you're gonna know why. You're gonna know why it took so long to get it out there. So I ain't shorting you. Y'all get effing quality over here from Be Real with D Real. What's saying? LJ Panther, what's up, man? Better late than never, my dog. You say y'all been waiting to see that Battle Beast? I got you. He's a straight up perfectionist. I see it in his quality. Me? A perfectionist? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Erykah Badu all day. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Also, eventually I get around. It's a bunch of stuff, man. I saw some stuff I had laid out for some projects that I was getting ready to start and I didn't start, man. I forgot I had all the stuff to make a Death Adder. Death Adder. Bruh. You need to get on that, D. I know. And eventually, I don't start work on it when I'm supposed to, but it's always right on time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. LJ Panther say, I'm the same way, Grio. A lot of stuff just been on hold. They just don't know, LJ. It's a game. When it finally come out, Mud's gonna be like, D-Real is blowing my brain cells up. Pause. But yeah, for real. That's how you do it. I've learned what meant for you is meant for you, whether you get it now or later. Trust me, it's for y'all. When y'all see it, y'all gonna be like, I F you X with that. Real talk. Sometimes you get a better figure the longer you wait. Yeah. Yes, I do. Boy, do I. I might flash some stuff real quick and make everybody go, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna expose too terrible much. But I ain't gonna run this in the ground no harder than I have to. I think we did what we needed to do. We came, we conquered, we saw, we kicked ass. So I'm good. Look here, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all pull up tomorrow evening for Friday Vibing with your man D-Real and your man Theo B. See, I got it up in there, up in the corner there. See? Free subliminal advertising. That's what that was. But y'all make sure y'all pull up for it. Bring what you drink, bring what you smoke, bring your imagination, and we gonna vibe. That's how we do it. But until then, that's it for now, y'all. But fret not. I'll be coming at you with another one of the other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. I'm sideways.